Several years ago, I was paralyzed by fear, ready to give up before I even started. Have you ever felt like quitting is easier than facing failure? I know that feeling. Feeling lost, crazy, and desperate belongs to a good life as much as optimism, certainty, and reason. What if the moment you want to quit is when you're closest to becoming unstoppable? I kept going, and 6 months later, I was unstoppable. So did others. This is my story, and others who overcome their limiting beliefs and became unstoppable. Throughout history, dreamers, fighters, and creators faced moments where giving up seemed logical. They were overwhelmed, doubted themselves, but pushed through. Their struggles echo ours today. Thousands of years ago, the Greek poet Homer faced blindness and exile, yet he kept going. He wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, epics that laid the foundation of Western literature. Scientists, Stephen Hawking was confined to a wheelchair, unable to speak, but he kept going. He unlocked the mysteries of the universe, revealing its grandeur and beauty. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, enduring hardship and rejection. Yet, he kept going. He led South Africa to democracy, becoming the country's first black president. He forgave those who imprisoned him because hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Hate multiplies hate. Violence multiplies violence. And fear multiplies fear. When you decide to go after something you want, when you choose hope over fear, when you commit to excellence, when you make that decision and take the first step, your life changes. There is no turning back. Because once you start, you can't stop. Once you do it once, you can't undo it. Once you do it once, you have to keep going. I dreamed of starting my own business, but fear held me back. Fear of failing, of having no income, of the endless possibilities of what could go wrong. It felt too much to handle. I was stuck in a dead-end job, terrified I'd lose everything if I tried and failed. The thought of failure consumed me. My inbox was full of rejections from jobs and pitches. The steps to start a business seemed overwhelming. Marketing, sales, websites, all things I didn't understand. I wanted to quit before I even began. But something kept whispering inside me, don't quit. So I didn't. I started small, focusing on a side income with a digital business, started a blog, some freelance gigs. I learned day by day, watching tutorials, reading articles. I knew nothing about building a business, but I was eager to learn. I read books on entrepreneurship, watched YouTube videos, attended webinars and conferences. I joined Facebook groups and forums to connect with other digital nomads. I followed people who inspired me. I had to learn quickly and adapt fast. I made mistakes, fumbled through things I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know, and I sucked at first. But I kept going. Always remember that your present situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. The one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. 6 months later, money started coming in. A few sales, then more. That income gave me confidence, a spark to keep going. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. I earned enough. Not much, but the fear was gone. I finally quit my job and launched my business full-time. The feeling of overcoming my fear made me unstoppable. Others kept going too. Sarah Nathi lay in a hospital bed. Her dreams of competing shattered by injury. Doctors told her she'd never run again. Mocked by her peers, she pushed through painful rehab, training daily. And 6 months later, she crossed the finish line at a regional race and a medal around her neck. Then there's James, an artist, faced rejection after rejection. His confidence faded with each critique. But he painted every day, shared his work online despite fear, and 6 months later, his art went viral, earning him a gallery exhibition. Emily, a writer, dreamed of publishing a novel, but self-doubt and fear of failure crippled her. Yet she wrote every day, honing her craft, and 6 months later, she held her first published book in her hands, a bestseller. They were unstoppable too. Embrace the glorious mess that you are. Sometimes life knocks you down, but it's up to you to get back up and keep moving forward. Sometimes success comes after a long and winding road, but the journey is worth it. Sometimes the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. We can do it because you are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more capable than you imagine. Return to yourself, to who you are, here and now. And when you get there, you will discover yourself like a lotus flower in full bloom, even in a muddy pond, beautiful and strong. Go within every day and find the inner strength so that the world will not blow your candle out. What kept you going when you wanted to quit? Share your story below, and let's inspire each other. Keep going. You've got this.